And we're back on a windy day at the Maple Shack. So this is what I got going right now. This is the big burner, so the big tub, that's the big burner. So that's a monster burner, 200,000 BTU, just under that anyways. There's a filtration system, pre-filter, filter. And, oh, what else do I got here? I've got some more sap that's waiting. It's all been filtered. I'll just give you guys a little view of the Maple Shack. There's the vents, so we can let the steam out right there. And again, just preheating some because there's way too much obviously for the big tank. That's the reservoir we go around with. Couldn't filter it on the way in because I had a lot of ice, so that generally doesn't work the whole season. So anyway, we filter it only once before it goes into the tank, and it gets everything. There's always some little floaties, but we'll pick them up with a sieve, and then again, of course, we'll filter it once it's done boiling down. That's for decoration. It's very nice. That's for decoration. This is very nice too. Hi Chester, you want to say hello to YouTube? It's been a minute. And I'm probably not going to film much because the wind is certainly affecting my microscope right now. Microphone. The deers were out, they're gone now. They're munching on the soy the neighbor planted last year. Well, thanks for stopping in YouTube. Have a great day. So this is the almost finished product. We boiled all of it down, everything from this tank, everything from this tank, and now we're just like quadruple filtering it, and then it'll just be finished off on the stove indoors to bring it to that consistency we all love. It's raining today, so I'll have to go get the buckets, or empty the buckets I should say, ASAP. We got the deers over there. Let me see if you guys can see them in the camera. The part just look like little spots, but there's a whole bunch of deer feeding, which is really nice because we get to watch them while we boil the sap. And I'm back again today. Filtering what was in the tank. Almost done there, but there's a bit of ice, so we're going to put some warm sap in there to melt the ice and get it all through the filter. It is, yeah, it's a spring day in Canada. That's what it is. It's a little foggy, just a little damp, and a little muddy. Oh, the mud. But there's sap and there's no mosquitoes, so we'll take it. Back to the shack. Oh wow, okay, it's a lot brighter in the camera. It's kind of dark in here with the naked eye, so we're gonna put in a couple of lights, I think. Maybe run them on a little inverter with a 12 volt or some DeWalt doohickey that I haven't bought yet. A lot of it was ice. It was cold yesterday. It snowed through the night, turned to rain this morning, so that's melting down again so we can filter it. And then once I filter it, then I can transfer it to this tank, boil it down, filter it again, and into our tummies. That's another project. That thing's huge. I can fit in it. Don't get any ideas, people. All right, one last little look outside, and I bid you adieu. Good morning, girls. Good morning, Alistair. I'm just coming to check the taps. That's very good. That's I emptied them like at 2 o'clock yesterday. It's about 8 a.m. the next morning. So here's a little backed up. Look at that. Oh boy, this one a little less. And we got the big tank going over here. It's about that full, which is probably like 5-ish gallons. Everything gets super muddy super quickly this time of year. Oh no, a little over 10 gallons. It's Is it going to come out on the camera? You can kind of see it. There you go, 10 gallons. Ooh, reserve. So we got all these buckets to check. Yes, Alistair, we heard you. There's some there, and then all along the line of the property, totaling 55. You're right, Alistair, 54. It's kind of hard to tell because we're at an angle, but we're up to just under 60 gallons. It's at 114 liters. And I still got these three, those three over there, and then the two sets at the far end, and then there's a few more along the side of the house. So definitely gonna get probably another 10, no, maybe not 10 gallons, maybe another 5 gallons. That should push us up to a solid 60. Pardon the camera angle. Let's check this one out over here. This one not too much. This one here had a lot, but as you can see, it's really dripping. Oh, the moth. And what do we got here? Oh, so here, pretty good. Probably another gallon between these three. All right, I'll give you a little panorama. Here we are back at the sugar shack and filtering, pre-filtering everything that comes out of the tank before, of course, it goes into the big tubs. Actually, let's go take a look at the big tub because this is almost done. There you go. Beautiful amber color. We're not quite at viscosity yet, but we're getting there. You can tell by the bubbles. See the way they're kind of thick? And of course, the steam is going up out of the shack. Got a little side burner here. Got to keep an eye on that bucket. We don't want it to overflow. And a completely different day from yesterday. Much nicer this way. Look at that. They're strutting. There's two males, one towards the back and one all the way in the front. Oh, there's the color phase one. That's the white, grayish white, silverish colored turkey that I have on my trail camera from last year. So she survived the winter. That's nice. I think it's 3 males. One, two in the back at the very least, maybe a third one, and then there's one all the way in the front. It's too bad I can't zoom in more. There's 2 males in the middle of the field, and then there's a third male way off on the right in the field, one field over. And then of course there's a bunch of females running around. There might be a 4th male all the way in the left in the back. And we're back again at the shack. So this is what we picked up today. And this is what I'm just finishing off now. So as you can see, it's almost done. I'm gonna finish it off in the house. Because unfortunately, when you get to a certain level, the thermometer doesn't work so good. Steamy. And can't keep an eye on the temperature easily. Also, if you try to stick a thermostat in the tub, it gets steamy right away, so it's very hard to read. All that to say, easier to do in the house. So I'm just filtering it one last time. I got a slow pour going, so I get as much steam off it as possible. And voila, the almost finished product. Of course, the burners are off at this point, so it should just be the pilot lights running. There we go. Little pilot light. I stacked up another metal over here to raise the back so it drains better. There you go. As you can see. Ooh, steamy. I gotta be careful, I'll steam my phone again. And then here we have 4 I guess they're about 5-gallon buckets. They're really filled to the brim. And then this one over here, excuse me, and that's just the last of it. So I had some ice at the bottom, threw in a little bit of warm sap, and from there melted the ice so I could run it through the filter basically. So that would be the 5th one. I'd say right around 4 gallons. And look, we have visit. I don't know if you guys can make them out. There's a little mini herd of deer. There's what, 4 of them? Been entertained by the deer and the turkey all day. And we even saw some mallards that landed on the pond. There's only about 20 square feet that are open up. The rest is all covered in ice, and still they managed to land there. They weren't too happy about it, I guess. They were squawking so much we heard them from the road. Well, that's it for this little update. Muddy season.